Hello and welcome back. Today we're in Brisbane and our destination today will be Sydney, flying with the 767-300ER by Flight Factor. This flight's going to be a bit different from my previous flights. I had a viewer requesting for me to mention about all the plugins, extensions, mods, scenery upgrades, and I thought that was a great idea. And so I've decided to, this is the first part for me explaining the upgrades that I have, and I can give a review on those extensions, mods, etc.
Electrical power up procedure completed.
This one just in particular you just heard, and that's the co-pilot, which is a lot of fun. The co-pilot has been introduced to a lot of aircraft. This one in particular is the 767. There is the Zebo, and there's I think even a lot of Airbuses as well now. The Airbus has the ability to have the co-pilot as well. A lot of fun, adds to the immersion. But mind you, you can get lazy with the co-pilot, and I'm actually going to in time reduce the use of the co-pilot to get myself active, get myself more intense with the operation of the aircraft, because it is a lot of fun. But you can get lazy with everything. You're just allowing the co-pilot to do most of the workload for you. But nevertheless, it is nice to have the co-pilot with you. There's one other feature. The co-pilot is voice activated, working with voice recognition. I don't actually use that. I actually dismantle the voice recognition just to save on resources. But you can set the co-pilot with voice command activation, so that could be interesting. I've never gone down that road for reasons I mentioned about like to just reduce the operating of small things like that. I'd just much rather do the manual command to operate the co-pilot. I'd like to mention my my hardware. A little bit behind, but still performing quite well, and that's the RTX 380 Ti 11 Gen i7 with quite a bit of memory load as well. The reason why I'm mentioning that, you just got to be mindful on plugins, whether engines that create the weather, because they can hamper your performance. The more you load on, especially plugins in particular, I've found in the past you can have a certain plugin that will definitely drop your performance. Again, you need to be mindful what sort of plugins you want at any particular time, because I do actually sort of swap around every now and again with my plugins depending on what I'm flying and where I'm flying, because they can hamper. Especially with X-Plane 12, X-Plane 11 has pretty much smoothed all those performance issues out, which is great. But X-Plane 12, in my view, still has a long way to go. Especially even with updates, the Flight Factor, they do bring updates for this particular aircraft. But as soon as the update takes place, X-Plane 12 has a new update itself, and then it makes the aircraft obsolete in some areas. So what I'm going to do, we're in the middle of setting up the aircraft now, but I think what we do, we get ourselves up to a level altitude, and I'll leave a segment while we're at cruise, and then I can explain one or two more elements that you can input in this flight sim. There's an awful lot to go through, and we see how we go on how many. I explain what I have because there are different types of variants. Air traffic in particular, there's a few different variants of air traffic. I'm quite loyal when it comes to things like that. Not saying that my particular extension is better than the other one. It's just that I actually use that one, and I've been using it going back to back in the X-Plane 11 days, and I haven't changed it at all. I don't seem to have a problem with it, and so I much rather stay with that. Yeah, okay. Well, as I say, I'll get myself up to an altitude, and I'll give a segment there where we're at cruise, and I can explain the extensions and mods and upgrades that,
preliminary
pre-flight
that I have. Procedure completed.
As you can see, the scrolling, I'm using the eye tracker at the moment, which is running very smoothly. I'm so impressed with the eye tracker. I've hardly used my VR. It's so immersive. It's great, and I think I've mentioned this before, that you can actually turn off the eye tracker immediately by just pressing a hotkey button, and go into like a default preset screen, and so it takes you off eye tracker, and it can take you back on eye tracker, and I like that. I like that. It's great. Another nice feature, I'm not going to say a must-have feature, but a nice feature nevertheless, and that's Navigraph. Navigraph can be linked to your sim brief. You download your sim brief flight, and that comes up onto your Navigraph. I don't use Navigraph to its full capacity, but I will go down that road sooner or later, because there's lots of information that you can get from Navigraph. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, and get ourselves up and running, and get ourselves prepared for taxi. And once we get ourselves up to an altitude, I'll do some other types of extensions and upgrades you can have for this flight sim. Enjoy the flight.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps is not set for takeoff position. Before taxi procedure completed. Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff. Trim down. Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure completed. Positive rate. Flaps upset.
648, just for my planning, are you happy to hold there and wait till the 16 approach clears, or did you want to try and make your way down to the 07 approach?
The 648, we're happy here for the moment. There is a bit of weather to the south, obviously that's tracking towards the north, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that weather, but we'll have a look once we turn the corner back inbound.
648, no worries. I'll keep you updated. There's 73 just doing a holding pattern at Ancup at the moment, having a look at 07 and the company 73 that might shoot an approach shortly, so I'll keep you updated.
Thank you.
Singapore 211, are you happy to hold there? Did you want to make an approach 07, or you just want to wait for the 16 circuit to clear?
Singapore 211, we are happy to maintain the hold. Can we request for 2-minute legs assist?
Singapore 211, sorry, what was the request for?
We would like to maintain a 2-minute leg for our holding pattern.
Singapore 211, yeah, that's fine, that's approved.
Roger, 2-minute leg through Singapore 211, thank you.
Well, 750 ready. Qantas 750, roger, cancel, hold, turn left track to Ancup to intercept the final approach course.
Cancel, hold left, direct to Ancup, intercept final approach course 07, Qantas 750.
Qantas 648, with your holding, if you could just contain it no further north than, say, 40 miles TSAT.
Qantas 648, okay.
Connect 193, just keep me up to date what you'd like to do. I know the weather's sort of heading in your direction, so I'm assuming you probably want to wait for it to pass, yeah? Connect 193, okay, and do you have a latest divert time? Okay, no worries. Connect 193, copy that. Qantas 750, there is 737 at about a 15-mile final 07. Will be making an approach in front of you, so I can give you some information from him.
Qantas 750, thanks.
1000 to level off.
Qantas 648, just looking at that weather, we'd prefer to track towards 07 initial approach, if we could take a heading around 180 to keep us clear of weather.
Qantas 648, yeah, that's fine. Turn right heading 180. Let me know if you need any changes to that.
Yeah, right turn 180, Qantas 648. Qantas 750, when able to set.
750, just crossing the CTA step now, descend to 5,000.
Flaps 5 set.
Descend 5,000, leaving 8,000, Qantas 750.
Qantas 750.
just as a heads up, if we do the mixed approach, we just request an early right turn, tracks out.
Laps 15 set.
750 there, not a problem. I'll pass that on to director. There's no outbound traffic, so there shouldn't be any problems.
Yes.
750, call director now 1 to 61.
1 to 61, good day, quite 750.
See ya. Oh, 648. As you get a little closer, if you're able to determine whether you wish to make an approach, I can start giving you some descent. You let me know when you know.
Oh, 648, we'll go. Our thinking is that aircraft on approach for 07 makes a successful landing. We'll be happy to continue for 07.
Connor 648, okay, not a problem. He's 7 mile final now, so keep you up to date.
Thank you.
Station to put up information, Bravo, the wind 150 degrees, 20 knots, temperature 23, and the wind at the 07 threshold is 130 degrees at 12 knots.
To level off. Hey. I can cry if you will scold me. Flight 9871 approach, good evening, and you just let me know what headings you need.
Too low.
Okay, 10 left, heading 140.
Too low, flaps. 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 Too low.
Lucky 978, not a problem, and you let me know when you can make your way towards the right. I'll keep you up to date on the 07 arrivals, and stand by.
Singapore 211, is conditions over 16 right approach path improving?
Singapore 211 at the moment, no one's in the 16 circuit. It appears that the first aircraft has touched down now on runway 07, and I have another aircraft 7 mile final for runway 07.
Singapore 211, roger, we'll keep you updated again.
Okay. Close 648, that 73's landed with another one on final. Did you want us to commence descent for an approach?
648,
648, thank you. Descend to 5,000.
10 to 5,000, will leave you 10,000, 648.
648.
Flaps upset. OK. Start APU.
Information Charlie, all station information Charlie, QNH 1018. Quebec 193, you're happy to hold in your vicinity, you don't want to try and come to the south, do you at all? 193, over. 193, no problem. Qantas 648, when you're happy with the track miles, track direct to Ancum.
When happy direct to Ancum, Qantas 648.